Howdy, y'all. Welcome back to another installation of my journal. So, this will be for the week of January the 7th through January the 13th. So, starting off with Friday the 7th. Oh, that was Naboo. He sneezed. Bless you, Naboo. Starting off on the 7th, Friday, we had a high in the mid 60s, a low in the low 40s, and it was partly cloudy. Are you okay, brother? Are you all right? You got the sneezies? You okay, brother? Yeah. We just got back from the vet. He is not sick. He is just a sneezy man. Pretty good day today. No headache or bad hip pain. I got up early and I took Slim to his cousin's house for work, and I got to see a really beautiful sunrise. We were talking about how there is this gorgeous show every morning and every evening, and most people either can't see it or they don't appreciate it. This sunrise was very red. Got around and went shopping. We are starting to make the change over to a more low carb foods. I've not restocked on many items, and I either got a healthier choice or I just didn't get a replacement at all. I still have this and that, like pasta and brown rice, but I plan on doing some batch cooking and use up a lot of that stuff. I got a lot of meat, two whole chickens. I finally found some chicken livers, and they've been out of those for a long time. Yeah, I've been searching around for chicken livers for, I don't know, probably like 2 or 3 months. Um, Me and my husband both really like those, and I couldn't find them anywhere in the grocery store. Got a lot of stuff that wasn't groceries as well while I was there, and I stocked up on pet supplies. I was also able to upload 2 videos while I was there, which saves me a lot of time and data. My journal is usually close to half an hour long, and uploading that at home would literally take an entire day. They had some really cute Valentine's Day plushies, and I got a video of those, and I got it uploaded while I was there. Saturday, this was the 8th. It was a rainy day with a high in the mid 50s and a low in the low 30s. Woke up to Howard beeping early this morning. That's what it sounds like. His tiny voice sounds like a beep. This was the only day this week that I didn't have to set an alarm. And of course, he was determined to wake me up. So I threw his butt outside and then I went back to bed. And of course, it started raining. So I figured it might teach him a lesson and I left him out, but I couldn't do it. It's cold and I felt bad, so I got up and I put on my boots and my poncho and got my umbrella and I went out to the shed and I rescued him. He was totally ungrateful and he wanted to go back out. He felt frisky all day and he tormented me, Slim, and all the other cats, and I should have left his badass outside. But y'all, it was cold and pouring down rain and I felt bad. He didn't care. He liked it. He did not care. Okay, I've been batch cooking today. I want to cook up some stuff I've had for a while, and so I cooked some frog legs and some salmon fillets in the oven, and then I made them into seafood patties and I put them in the freezer. I also baked 2 whole chickens, which I then cooled and put in the fridge until tomorrow, when this batch cooking will continue. Slim found a lump on Naboo's neck just under the jawline. It must be fairly recent because I felt like I would have noticed it. I'm making an appointment for him with our vet first thing Monday morning. I hope it's nothing serious, but I am so worried about our big brother. Y'all, it was a huge lump on his neck. It filled the palm of my hand. It was a big, hard lump on his neck, and I was very concerned about our brother. Sunday, high in the high 60s, low in the low 60s. It was basically about 65 degrees all day. It was cloudy, foggy, and misting rain. This was Sunday the 9th. Slim had to work at the mill today, so I got up early to make coffee and first thing checked Naboo's neck. The lump was decreased in size by almost half. I was so relieved. Of course, we're still going to go to the vet and get it checked out. I'm hoping it's not too serious. Maybe a blocked saliva gland or something. He is eating and drinking and acting normally. So back to batch cooking today. Yesterday I made seafood patties and roasted 2 chickens and put on a big pot of veggie beef stew. I divided up the chicken, froze the breasts, and today I'm making broccoli, rice, and cheese casserole with the dark meat. I plan to have at least half a dozen meals in the freezer by the end of the day. Very successful day in the kitchen. I have 5 fully cooked dinners in the freezer and 4 lunches in the fridge. Slim got home a little early, and we had time to play a couple hands of skip bow before dinner. We had the broccoli, rice, and cheese, and it was delicious. I had finished up the last of the dishes just as he was unlocking the gate. So we both had a busy, productive day and still had some time to relax together before the new week begins. Beginning the new week with Monday, the 10th, it was cold and sunny with a high in the mid 50s and a low in the mid 30s. So, first thing this morning, I'm checking Naboo, and the lump on his neck is a bit smaller, so that's good, but we still need to go to the vet. So, I called and I made him an appointment for Thursday afternoon. He seems fine. I hope the vet can fix him up as good as new. Bright sunny day today, but cold. I let Howard out after I fed Willow. He is so worrisome. He knows I'll throw him out if he torments the other cats, and I'm not having that, so out he went. The rest stayed in with me. It's too cold for the little ones, and Naboo is on the injured reserve list until his doctor's visit. Slim sent me a link to a video of an orangutan driving a golf cart. It was so funny. The look on his face was just like a cop on patrol. I sent it to everybody. I loved that. The name of that video, if you want to see it, I think it is Orangutan Drives Golf Cart Like Miami Vice. I think that's the name of that video if you'd like to watch it, and I didn't send you a link. I moved the cat tower back to its former location by the front room big windows, but this time I put it in the corner. Let's see if you can see over there. Yeah, so it's over here in the corner instead of the middle of the windows, which is a little different than what I had last time. Yeah. Yeah, I put it in the corner. I may move it back to in front of the windows later when it warms up, but I'm keeping the curtains closed and it works better over in the corner for that. The swelling on Naboo's neck is almost gone. It's just a small lump that remains. I'm so glad it's not getting worse because his appointment isn't for 2 more days. He seems fine, but it's about time to go to the vet anyway, and better safe than sorry with our little fur baby. Okay, Tuesday, the 11th. Clear and bright. High in the low 60s, low in the low 30s. Naboo seems completely healed, and the swelling on his neck has gone. I hope the vet can tell me what the problem was and maybe how to prevent it from happening again. It's time to start all their annual visits, and they all need a flea pill. That's this right here. I was going to share this. I think that this is a wonder drug. It is an oral medication for fleas, and it's for small dogs and cats. And it is a wonderful, wonderful drug. I mean, we were having to take a bath like at least every other week. And you know how cats hate baths? That was terrible. But the flea problem was serious, and there was nothing that was really helping. I was trying to get this out so I could show you. This is the name. This is what it looks like. The box. And this is the name of the drug. And it is, you know, you have to make them swallow it. I guess you could put it in their food, but I don't. I get my husband to help me, and we just peel all 5 cats and make them swallow it. But the thing is, you're supposed to be like once a month or something. But this stuff lasts for ages. You give them a dose, and then like a month later, you give them another dose, and they don't really need it again for several months. And I'm thinking 2 or 3 times a year is all they needed. And we had a serious flea issue, and this solved it. This makes everyone in our home so happy because there are no fleas anywhere. And so for Willow, I'm going to get the topical drops for his neck because there's no way I could peel him. Uh, and I think he'll let me put those on him. Okay, so uh, I got then everybody needs a flea peel, and I'm going to ask about getting a humane trap and getting Willow to the vet as well. I think everyone will enjoy the yard more this summer if everyone is fixed and healthy. And I did talk to the vet about the humane trap, and he said the live trap that I actually have here is fine, that I should go ahead and just use that. And then just to, he said that when people do that, they'll just call and be like, "Hey, I finally caught the cat. Can I bring him up right now?" And they'll squeeze you in so that you can get a stray, fixed. And since it's a male, it won't be very invasive. It'll be a very like outpatient type deal. Okay. Forrest called this morning and we had a nice long talk while he was driving. He has a conference in May in Wyoming, and they're thinking of taking a week off and going camping all the way to the conference. They will go through South Dakota, where I was born, and we'll get a chance to see Mount Rushmore. So that's really cool. I'm always excited when they get to go and see more of the country. Carrie texted and asked to stay the night after she takes her grandson to see the new Spider Man movie. That's always nice. And if it's not really late, we can visit and play some extreme Yahtzee. But it was. I figured it would be. I made some enchiladas for supper, and since I made enough for 2 pans, I decided to freeze one. I have very much been in the cooking mood lately, and since that doesn't happen very often, I want to take full advantage of my time in the kitchen and stock up for those days when cooking all day is out of the question. And that's true because I definitely go through phases with cooking. I do not want to cook on some days. I did it professionally for a while and it kind of burnt me out. And there are times when I really don't want to be in that kitchen. Okay, moving on to Wednesday, the 12th. It was a beautiful sunny day with a high in the high 60s and a low in the mid 30s. It was just gorgeous. Although it was frosty this morning, it warmed up to a beautiful sunny day. I couldn't resist laying out in the front room in the sunshine that was pouring through the windows. It made me want to start laying out in the sun. And I know that that's not good for your skin. You shouldn't be sunbathing. It's not, you get UV damage and wrinkles and freckles and it's bad for you. I know that getting too much sun is not good, but I love tanning. And it always helps me lose weight. I don't know why. Maybe it gives me energy for exercise, or maybe it improves my body image or something. But I certainly got in the mood for laying out today. And I think I'll see if I can find my lounge chair in the shed and clean it up. And I did. Uh, Hold on. Okay, so here it is. I'm just showing out the window. I got my old lounge chair out, and it was all dusty and dirty and had spider webs on it and stuff. So I cleaned it all up and got it all ready for the laying out times. And boy, that chair is pretty good. I've had that thing for I was thinking about it, and it's well over 10 years. I've been laying out on that chair right there. So yes, I did find my lounge chair and got it all cleaned up. Naboo's doing fine, no lumps or bumps. I'm still glad we're going to the vet tomorrow because I want to know why. Carrie will be over tonight, but I'm sure it will be quite late. She has to leave for work early in the morning too, so I hope we get a chance to visit before she has to go. Which we were able to visit for a few minutes, but really she just spent the night because she didn't want to drive all that way. So we didn't get a lot of time together. She just had to get up and go to work early, like most people. Washed some blankets today, and I got caught up on some laundry. It's almost time to start getting out some summer clothes. I'm washing some shorts and some strappy tops along with my bathing suit in preparation for sunbathing on the front porch. I also got my big blanket I like to lay out on, all clean and fresh. It would have been a good day today to dry stuff outside on a line if I still had one. I think that the Dr. Teal's oil may be good for tanning, so I'm going to try it out when I tan. And, it probably will still be a few weeks before it's really warm enough to enjoy laying outside. But I'd rather do it when it's a little bit cool than when it's stifling and there are bugs everywhere. And beside, the cats love to run around outside while ever I'm laying out in the sun. Okay, so Thursday. Um, it was sunny and bright today, Thursday the 13th, with a high in the low 70s and a low in the high 20s. Today was Naboo's appointment at the vet. After having breakfast with Carrie and Slim, I took him to his cousin's so I could keep the Jeep. Carrie had to leave for work too, so we didn't get to visit much. But she said they had a really good time at the Spider-Man movie. Her and her grandson really enjoyed that. Um, and with everyone gone off to work, I had a cuppa and got ready myself. Naboo was really good on the ride to the vet. It's about a 30-minute drive, and as long as I didn't talk or play any music on the radio, he was quiet. But if I tried to talk to him or reassure him or anything, it upset him and he started crying. So I was very quiet on the drive, and if I was quiet, he was too. The vet was very nice. Naboo liked him. He even purred a little whenever he was listening to his heart. The doctor said the swelling on his neck was most likely a sting or bite from a venomous insect. So that's a huge relief, and otherwise, he's in good health. He got his rabies shot, and he's good to go for a year. While I was there, I set an appointment for Normagene in 3 weeks, and I got everyone's oral flea medication, which I think I've already showed you, yes. And tomorrow is my eye doctor's appointment, and I've been browsing frames online. I hope they have what I want there and that it doesn't cost a fortune. I'm kind of set on a specific style. After having these for a couple of years, um, there are some features that I have in mind that I don't want to settle on. I want full plastic frames with no nose pads. That's a must because I want to be able to push them back on my head and not get them tangled in my hair. And I want a certain shape as well. And I hope they have something close to it. And I want a certain color too. I want something with some blue in it, like a blue and silver, or like a turtley looking blue or something. I don't know. I looked online and I couldn't find anything that I exactly wanted. There was some stuff that was close. I'm kind of thinking maybe they're not going to have the frames I want. But anyway, hopefully I can find something that'll do that I want to settle too much for. Slim is taking off work to drive me, so we'll probably make a day of it. Yeah, we'll probably spend the day in Texarkana. We'll probably have lunch, maybe go to the craft stores. I love going to the craft stores and just make a day of it while we're over there. So thank you guys for joining me for my journal for the last week. And until next time, y'all be sweet.